All right, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Harakakwadash. A double honors unto the apostles and elders of GMS Great Millstone, and a sincere shalom to Yakin, bringing out this word in diligence and in truth. And as you see here, the article is from endtimeheadlines.org, and it reads, 74% are living paycheck to paycheck, burnout, ready to quit jobs. So basically, 3/4 of America, are living paycheck to paycheck. But here it is that they constantly feed this American dream ideology to you, man. See, and the problem is, you people still have hope in this place. You're voting. You see it as a way of ushering in a leader that's going to ease the hell for you. When all honesty, it's the same system and the same agenda that's going to be pushed by the next puppet, man. Right? So it says the modern workplace is undergoing a profound transformation, with generational differences increasingly shaping how employees perceive their careers. Right? An employee, man. Matter of fact, let's see if we can go to that word employee. Man. Come on now. What's going on? Something wrong. Try again. Try one more time. Hey, well, that's Satan. Let's keep it going, man. Nevertheless, right? I'm gonna try to I want to look up the online item for that word employee. It says employee, worker, employed person for wages or salary, especially at a non-executive level. Meaning what? Hey, you're literally working or earning your money from check to check, man. Right? Matter of fact, let's search the web. Employee item. It says employee, a person employed. Let's see. To apply or devote. And it's funny it says apply or devoted, right? Because ultimately the way that these jobs are set up, you're spending most of your time being devoted into a job or a career that you really hate, man. And you're spending less time away from your loved ones, whether it be your kids, your spouses, your interests, your hobbies, right? You're entangled or devoted unto that, man, right? Just to pay your bills. Showing you that this society is slavery, man. It's slavery. When you look at other nations and how their system is working in terms of jobs, so forth and so on. Hey, guess what? They don't have to deal with the madness of of working like the Americans do, man. Their life or work-life balance is far simpler and is more on the side of appeasing the regular citizen, man. Here in America, they work you to death. To the point where now, you need 2 jobs to sustain yourself. But that's enough talking. Let's grab a couple precepts first. This is coming from the book of Haggai. Because it's not even just Jake. Jake is used to struggling. But now Edomites and the rest of these nations are feeling it. So it's more of a problem. This Haggai 1:6 says, "Ye have sown much and bring in little." Right? You're working 40 plus hours a week, right? But you're bringing in little. You eat, but you have not enough. And we understand due to paychecks and the dollar not stretching as far, you now have to ration, right? It says ye eat, but ye have not enough. Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink. Ye clothe you, but there is none warm. And he that earneth wages to put it into a bag with holes. Meaning what? The moment you get your check, that check is gone. You got rent. You got insurance. You got groceries for bills, such as utilities. You still got to pay your utilities on top of your rent. You still got to pay your insurance. If you have kids, you have to make sure they have what's sufficient for them. School clothes. If they are in any activities, outside of school, or trying to play any instruments, any hobbies of that sort, on top of car payments, on top of car insurance, you can go on and on, man. And don't let, something like a flat tire happen. At that moment, now you're spending $200, $300, $400 just to get back to work so you can earn money to pay for your bills. This is how this system goes in Babylon, man. The rich constantly get richer, and the poor is constantly getting poorer. And what the 19 did was take out that middle class of quote-unquote hardworking citizens, of business owners, small business owners, and put more money into the corporation's hands, man. Right? But this is your wonderful country. You people still fight for this place. Even though this is the condition, the state in which you have to live in. Right? It says, new research highlights a growing divide. Younger professionals are significantly more inclined to leave their current jobs, citing burnout, inadequate compensation, and toxic work cultures as key drivers. A nationwide survey of 2,000 employed Americans and commissioned by HR Solutions provided Insolve found that a striking 73% of Gen Z workers and 70% of millennials are actively seeking to change jobs or pursue new career paths. And here it makes it no easier that you have people who are in the folly industry, so to speak, are making the most amount of money. And you got your NFL, your NBA, basically all sports. But now you got quote unquote these what you call the people on TikTok, influencers. Influencers are making more money than doctors, man. People are vlogging and YouTubing, and these people are making thousands to hundreds of thousands of dollars. So it shows you that the average American is losing. It says it contrasts sharply with older cohorts. Just 51% of Gen X and 33% of baby boomers express similar intentions. Matter of fact, let's grab another precept, because this is ultimately showing forth some of them birth pains, right? Economic turmoil or economic instability are part of these plagues in which the Lord is bringing, man. With these tariffs hitting and the price of everything skyrocketing. Like it was an article that basically said in the oncoming week or week and a half, your 35% of groceries are going to increase, man. Right? Due to tariffs from China. It says 2nd Esdras 16 and 37, behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack. As when a woman with child in the 9th month bring forth her son, with 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb. Which pains when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment. Meaning what? When Yahweh Shema Shai opens all these plagues, guess what? There's no stopping them. Right now, we're still at the contractions. But it's soon about to be an all-out experience of birth, man. Right? And in that peak of that birth, what happens? It's pain and chaos. Right? It's pain and chaos. And that's what you people are about to feel. In the book of Ezekiel, it tells us, written within is lamentation, mourning, and woe. Right? Not being able to provide for your family leads people to doing the inevitable, stealing and killing. See, in America, you've never faced anything like this. You start to see these behaviors in third world countries. But now that everybody's feeling it, everyone is going to be an enemy to the next man. Right? It's going to be a complete dog-eat-dog society, man. No mercy, no kindness. Your neighbor, that you cool with now, you're going to be checking on to see how many grocery bags he's bringing in, man. You're going to see how much they're laughing, how much they playing music at home. What's the smell of the food that they cooking from their house? People are going to start taking notice of these things because the other are destitute, man. And then what? Is going to come a point in time where they're going to be looking at their neighbors like a steak because they can't afford one. Right? 39, even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side. O my people, hear my word, make you ready to thy battle, and in those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth. He that selleth, let him be as he that fleeth away, and he that buyeth as one that will lose, understanding that what? This is not our rest. And this message is most importantly for us, man. For the believers, those that believe in Yahweh Shema Shai and the true doctrine, and me myself first, He that occupieth merchandise as he that hath no profit by it, and he that buildeth as he that shall not dwell therein. Because there's going to come a point in time in which all the things you own are going to be taken and stripped away from you, man. You're not going to be able to pay, that car note, especially if you're, not accepting that MOTB, because that's what it's going to boil down to. He is going to basically have everyone come down to make a choice. Are you going to continue to live within my society and receive of these luxuries and these the luxuries and privileges, or are you going to be outcasted and persecuted, right? It says the findings reveal that workplace burnout is affecting more than half of the U.S. workforce, with younger generations experiencing the most severe impact. Nearly 7 in 10 Gen Z employees, 68%, report feeling burned out. It says monotony, right? And daily tasks emerged as a leading cause of burnout, with 33% of respondents feeling stuck in repetitive, uninspiring routines. Well, that just shows you the climate of America, man. The downcline it's at, right? Because 10, 15 years ago, people were, happier. They were still in hell, but they were happier. They had a more of a sense of pride in their workplace, in their jobs and their careers. And you women are going to feel it heavily, man. Hey, because y'all are the proudest, especially when it comes to jobs and accomplishments, right? You get your degree and you feel untouchable. Now you in one of these fields dedicated to hospitality, so to speak, whether it be nursing in terms of treatment, so forth and so on, man. Hey, but y'all gonna feel it too. It says, although pay equity may take time to achieve, organizations can implement immediate improvements, such as introducing more flexible work options and establishing clearer expectations around work-life boundaries. It says these practical steps can significantly enhance employee morale and organizational performance. Toxic workplace environments remain a widespread concern. Let's get back to the precepts. It's back in 2 Ezra 16 and 43. He that soweth as if he should not reap, so also he that planteth the vineyard, is he that shall not gather the grapes. They that marry as they that shall get no children, and they that marry not as the widowers. Basically having no hope or expectation in this place, man. Not setting your mind upon, thriving or continuing your life in this wicked ass kingdom, man. Right? Because it's all for vain, it's all for naught. And ultimately, Yahweh Shema Shah is going to throw it down, man. Right? This is 45. And therefore, they that labor in vain. All your work, your 401k, your savings accounts, it's all going to be emptied. Right? When all hell break loose and things come to that birth pains, feeling heavier, hey, people are going to be emptying out their accounts because they're just going to want a piece of bread. They're going to do whatever it takes, however much they got to spend in order to eat, man. Right? So, let's grab that in the book of 2 Ezra 15 in verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword in their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands, and as civil unrest, race riots. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. Right, and the scripture is going to tell you why. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, right, their government officials, whether it be local, state, so forth and so on. It says, they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, right? And spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. Right, and here it is. The article is telling you 75% of the U.S. is suffering. Suffering. Meanwhile, you still have people in the proudest estate, man. You still got niggas scoffing. But 75% of you are living paycheck to paycheck. And that's including us. And you quitting your job isn't going to help the situation. You're trying to make ends meet. Hey, your most important thing to do is to be repenting and getting in the good graces of Yahweh Shema Shai so that he protects you for when all hell breaks loose, man. Any other way that you feel like, any other way that you think in your mind is going to help you is a false way. You can't fight and win this on your own. It's going to take divine inspiration and divine power from Yahweh Shema Shai to get through this. But Jake likes to fight against their power. Hey, so to hell with them, man. Niggas is gonna feel it. Hey, when their kid's stomach is feeling it, man. It's that simple. Right? The scripture speaks about rationing. Because famine is going to come back at an all-time high, man. People are now choosing whether to pay their rent or buy groceries. Food bank attendance is at an all-time high, which that don't get spoken of. Matter of fact, this is Ezekiel 4:9. Take thou also unto thee wheat and barley and beans and lentils and millet and fitches, and put them in one vessel, and make thee bread thereof, according to the number of the days that thou shalt lie upon thy side. 390 days shalt thou eat thereof. And thy meat which thou shalt eat shall be by weight. And on top of that, the food that you're eating is poison, right? Any food that you're eating in the U.S. is straight poison, man. The scriptures speak about what us eating our bread, and we're going to get to it in the 13th verse, right? Defiled, right? It says, and put them in one vessel, and this is rationing, and make thee bread thereof according to the number of the days that thou shalt lie upon thy side. 390 days shalt thou eat thereof. And thy meat which thou shalt eat shall be by weight. 20 shekels a day, from time to time shalt thou eat it. Thou shalt drink also water by measure, the 6th part of an hin. From time to time shalt thou drink. And thou shalt eat it as barley cakes, right? And thou shalt bake it with dung that cometh out of man in their sight. And the Lord said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their bread defiled among the Gentiles, whither I will drive them. Right? We understand that this is coming back when we go into the book of, I believe it's 2 Kings. And it speaks about the women who sodden their children, right? If things were good in that time, they wouldn't have eaten their children, man. They wouldn't have ate the babes. But, hey, that desperate time, caused them demons to affect them people to where they ate the fruit of their womb. As the scriptures say, they were their meat in that point in time, man. That's literal. This is going to cause riots against the government. It's going to cause infighting with families. You may have one or two particular family members that are doing decent for themselves, and the family know, but that one family member given to 4 or 5 different family members will cause themselves to be destitute, man. So they gonna come after them family members that are well off, so to speak, man, or shack up with them, which in turn that's gonna end up in chaos as well. But this is how Yahweh Shem Shais are orchestrated, man. You people are about to feel it real soon. And on top of that, you have no hope. As for the men and women that believe, we have a hope and expectation that, we understand this has to come to pass for the end to come. As the scriptures say, here we have no continuing city. We have no hope in this place. But we seek one to come. And that's the kingdom of Yasharallah, the house of David, the tabernacle of David. You know, the government which is going to be established after Yahweh Shai destroys this place, man. Right? After Yahweh Shem Shai destroys this place. So that's the point. I just want to bring this lesson out to the body. Lord willing, it was edifying. I want to give all praise, glory, and honor unto Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Harakak. It's like it. Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Harakakodash. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of GMS Great Millstone. And a sincere shalom to Yakim bringing out this word in diligence and in truth. Shalom.